warm season's greetings and good evening everyone. Feliz Navidad. Thank you very much for joining us today to share this once-in-a-millennia agrotech event. Tomorrow is Christmas and here today we are presenting the Cambion Network's gift to the world, MiDAgS, Manusia, Intelligent Digital Agricultural Systems. Today the Cambion Network is launching the first fully AI-controlled and operated autonomous solution platform for digital agriculture. With this MiDAgS launch, the Malaysian agricultural sector, specifically the palm oil industry, which is the single largest industry in Malaysia, shall be propelled to greater heights. MiDAgS shall provide any plantation owner the capability to digitize their plantation. Not only that, with this digitization, MiDAgS brings with it the capability to automate the harvesting, fertilization, weeding, transportation of any produce. MiDAgS version 1.0 comes with a digital estate upkeep portion. Version enhancements shall be introduced in stages that will bring about autonomous harvesting and transportation of the produce. We would like to thank our teams for making this evening possible. Arena Cambion Berhad is a consortium made up of Rajawali Aerospace, DBS Global, Hammock Robotics and Saffron Holdings. Since its inception in 2018, the Cambion Network has been working to innovate by digitizing all of the processes in the agrotech arena. With enormous grit and mutual cooperation, we have been able to develop a forward-looking strategic plan. The execution of our plan has brought about incredible research innovation, such as powerful AI systems, a range of specialized drones for agricultural deployment, solutions to overcome terrain and manpower limitations in the oil palm plantations, all the way to providing training and education for use in the futuristic techscape. Without the support and dedication of our consortium members, none of this would be possible. Our group director, Captain Sude A.K. Kamaran, provided us with the strategic vision, his vice counsel and certainly his financial support that provided the impetus that we needed today. We appreciate his leadership throughout the current journey together. But most importantly, I would like to thank and recognize all of our dedicated teams and supporters all around the world, from India to Singapore and everywhere in between. Things that they had done with their passion and their commitment to innovation has helped us to reach greater heights, grow faster, and make the seemingly impossible possible. Our teams are the ones that fulfill the Cambion Network's promise. They are the ones that has made us the pioneers in the ability to perform agricultural activities below canopy operations in all palm plantations. They had helped us to create and deliver MiDAgS, the service that will revolutionize even the Industrial Revolution 4.0. Their hard work and dedication stays true to our motto of just get it done. This has resulted in repeated and significant success. For that, I would like to thank each and every member of our teams, past, present, for their great job that they have done. Through the combination of innovation, research and development, as well as the hard work of our teams, we have been able to pull together the very best and most innovative technologies to unite them into what we are going to see tonight. A cutting-edge, advanced agricultural system with all new technologies that redefines productivity, safety, and sustainability. MiDAgS embodies the true spirit of Cambion Network. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present Chairman Brigadier General Dr. Richard Robles to deliver his launching statement and officially launch MiDAgS.
My name is Dr. Richard Robles. I am the chairman of Arena Cambion, and I am here this evening to talk to you about MiDAgS. MiDAgS is our gift to the world. Utilizing MiDAgS, incorporating our proprietary UAS technology, and within the sentient Manusia platform, precision agriculture for oil palm becomes possible. And you will be able to scale your businesses decisively. Yields will be increased, trees remain productive for longer periods of time, and cost of operations remain low. With MiDAgS, the dirty, dull, dangerous, and difficult jobs are now no longer a concern in the palm oil industry. With enhanced productivity, the food security concerns in the plantations will be effectively and transparently addressed. Environmentally conscious farmers with sustainable practices will create a better future for all of us. I recommend to all the use of MiDAgS. Thank you for your attention.
MiDAgS starts with a series of aerial mapping to deliver the digital baseline matrix of the entire plantation. This data is converted to provide you, as a plantation owner, a digital elevation model. The digital elevation model will allow for water flow analysis, plan, preventative measures for potential hazards, and it's also used for planning the operational activities in your plantation. The powerful AI-driven Manusya dashboard shall provide you with instant updates at your fingertips. A summary with all of the information you need at a glance to know the health of your business. You will gain access to all work progress, summary of tree health, the paid and unpaid invoices that you have, real-time ongoing field operation, tasks that are being assigned, cancelled, or ongoing. You will also be given suggestions on potential works that should be done by priority to enhance yields, such as pest and disease control, and activity planning. It is an amazing feeling to walk through a plantation of 2,000 hectares and see our unmanned aerial systems performing works that were previously only possible by a labor force of 500 men. Seeing the future unfold in front of us and seeing with our own eyes how agricultural works would be done in the future is truly remarkable. Wouldn't you agree? We put our technologies to the test at our trial plots in Lanka to test all of our systems' maturity and reliability for 460 hours. From systems integration to field deployment, we test and improve all of our solutions in a consistent manner to ensure that we meet the actual demand of the palm oil industry. At the same time, actual field deployment and testing has allowed us to ensure the highest degree of safety in all aspects of operations. Everything we do has come together to provide the palm oil industry with an end-to-end solution for their operations. To increase oil extraction rates utilizing safe and sustainable practices, MiDAgS is truly a fully integrated solution. We have reached a fairly high level of maturity already on MiDAgS service, as you can tell. Our teams have gone above and beyond what is expected of them. Their hard work and dedication in testing, assembly and deployment has allowed us to make sure that we meet all of our promises. Their hard work is nothing short of exceptional. So please join me in congratulating them for a job well done. We would like to thank the Managing Director of Palmcell Holdings, Mr. Muthu Kumaran and his colleagues for their trust and belief in us. Their confidence in the Cambian network is very humbling. We are honored and thrilled that we are able to serve them to grow their business. We are committed and loyal to the promises that we have made to grow our relationship with our valued customer for many years to come. We are confident that in the near future you would see many more technologies and improvements that will bring greater increase in overall efficiency, productivity, and sustainability, because MiDAgS is as much your vision as it is ours. Now we have come to the part of the event where we would like to open the question and answer session to you, our audiences. Please welcome Captain Sudhir, our Group Executive Director, to answer your queries.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Q&A session. I'm Suba and this is Captain Sudhir, and he'll be answering the questions that I'll be asking on behalf of the people who's asking the questions. So I'll be asking the first question, and the first question will be from Flex. And he asks, how will this help our next generation in terms of SDG?
Okay, I believe Flex is talking about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, yeah? Okay, the 17 goals, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the platform that we have just launched is a combination of two platforms. One is the Manusia platform itself, which has got the capability to do autonomous operations, and with the DBS platform, which does traceability and sustainability, supply chain after the meal. So once we integrate these two platforms, what we have is a total tree to aisle kind of a traceability and visibility system. So in that sense, when we are able to do operations in the field with robotics, which we call as drones and robots, the drone and robots, DRoBOTS, yeah? So what happens is that now we have a total solution where we are able to measure in detail every input, whether it is in terms of fertilizer, chemical, water, etc., and also able to be able to map out the health of the environment itself. And for the producers of the produce, or farmers, right, it could be for the tree health and also the yields that they talk about. Right, so as you know, majority of the land use is by rural people. And by definition of market economics, rural people are always resource rich, cash poor. Right. So the second element in sustainable development goals in the United Nations Charter is basically about poverty eradication. Now, with our platform, we believe that we will be able to reach out to the largest segment of rural people globally and be able to bring the markets to them. And with market accessibility, we believe the rest of the development goals, except for I think number 16, which is talking about justice systems, etc., kind of stuff, which is more on governmental role. The other 16 sustainable development goals, I believe, will be able to be attained very easily with the rollout in stages by our platform. I hope that helps Flex understand where we are in terms of SDG.
This is another question from Suresh Bora. I find this question rather interesting. So, this is on behalf of Suresh Bora. I'll be saying, okay, how do you operate drones under Canopy with low connectivity?
Right. So this is a very technical question, Mr. Suresh. Okay, I hope that it will interest you to know that we have developed our own indigenous solution. Now, when I say indigenous solution, of course, it is a research of many, many years. However, to bring it together in a single platform capable of doing operational work with our robots, that is either harvesting, fertilizing, weeding, transportation below the canopy, we use something what we call as autonomous SLAM. Now, SLAM stands for self-location and mapping, autonomous SLAM. Now, this will be in versions from now, current generation, right up to mid of 2022 to 2022, mid June to mid July of 2022, whence we will start transiting into the most advanced version, right? Which is basically range, right? So when range is inside there, basically what happens is that it's random autonomous navigation in GPS denied environment, we call it. Now we have a totally fully autonomous machines working in the field, able to do work at their own pace and time. Now this is totally going to be revolutionary. Nobody has done this before, but we believe that we will be able to do this in the future. So hang tight for our coming versions. You know, it will be more exciting for the younger generation.
And for the next question will be from Shamia, and she asked, how will this MiDAgS, this online platform, help us in our business and in our industry?
Okay. Now, although MiDAgS is very focused currently on the palm oil industry, it is actually for the agricultural sector, it's agro industry. So as you know, Malaysia being a very highly dependent nation on agro industry, although we might not think so, palm oil is the single largest industry in Malaysia. We have 5.8 million to 6 million hectares of oil palm. Right. Out of these, 2 to 2.5 are owned by small and medium people. So the small and medium-sized people will not be able to work in economies of scale, right? So with a platform like ours, which has got the capability to control the operating expenditure on a subscription base for 5-year kind of subscription at a tonnage value or a hectareage value, right? So with that, we are now able to provide more value in terms of what is the output that is coming out from the field. So in other words, we are transiting, right? And translating the value that was not able to be captured earlier by the small and medium players, right? So in terms of economy, we believe that this will be a huge boost to the national economy.
And for the fourth question will be from Anu, and he asks, how will these fresh oil palm fruits be transported?
Right. Okay. That's a pain point for the industry in terms of time to meal, we call it, right? So time to meal basically means that you need to get your produce as early as possible to the meal. Current situation in certain areas, deep in the jungle of Borneo, Sabah, Sarawak area, sometimes it can go up to beyond 48 hours to 72 hours. Now that means the FFA will increase inside there produce. However, when we talk about transportation, currently what we need to do will be to be able to transport from the field to the nearest location as soon as possible, where the location can be a collection center. This is what version 1.0 will offer, where we are able to use our DRoBOTS to bring the produce from the field to the nearest collection point. And from then onwards, we will be improving our systems, where by end of 2022, we believe that we should have a 1-ton capable DRoBOT, meaning to say the DRoBOT can carry 1,000 kilograms in a humidified container and deliver it directly to the mill. Oh, that's interesting, right? Something that you see right out of Star Wars. Right.
And for the fifth question will be from Kumar, and he asks, what is the palm oil price in the market goes down, and how will it help in the industry?
Okay, you're talking about, I guess he's talking about the fluctuation of the price, etc. kind of thing. Okay, if I understand that question correctly, Mr. Kumar. Right, so for now, what we have is the version 1.0, which has got no engagement yet with the, what you call it as the DLT portion of our environment. That is the distributed ledger technology, which will be able to provide a direct value connection through a DeFi, which is what we call it, decentralized finance platform. So what will happen is there will be tokenization happening inside the system itself. In our closed loop, we will have utility tokens, which will be providing for our contractors and workers, etc. And this will translate into value, which will be created through a token offering in the future. And that will be captured on the token platform. Now with this, again, the sustainability portion of it is addressed. The economic portion of it is addressed. The fluctuation of the demand can be controlled. Now, the second way of how we control the fluctuation of demand and supply is that we intend to uptake the oil at source, we call it, or the produce at source. For example, if there's 2,000 hectares producing X amount of oil in a mill, right, that we will take up immediately. Why? Because we know that at that particular location where the mill is, there is enough power generation capabilities where we can now sustain downstream activities. And this is called our Green Industrial Aeroplex plan, okay, which will be the stage 3, which is not right now, but in the future we will have that. So with that, we will be able to address the point of fluctuation of demand and supply. So there's 3 stages to what we are doing. We will be able to address each stage. Version 1.0 today, what we have launched is the beginning, as we say. You know, if you understand in aviation terminologies, we talk about the Kitty Hawk moment, where if you're 100 and over years ago, when we first started aviation, it was a very, very simple flight, maybe about a few seconds, right? And after that, today, we have spacecraft, right? So what we are doing right now, we can say is the early stages. By end of December 2022, we'll find a more mature stage of what we are doing. I hope that helps Mr. Kumar understand what we are doing.
I'm so sorry everyone, we couldn't answer all your questions because we are running out of time, but please send in all your queries in info@cambion.net, where we will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and I hope you got something out of this session.
Thank you very much everyone for coming to this launch, and we appreciate your presence. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you all for your attention. Thank you for your presence during this launch event. I invite you to go over to www.manusia.ai website to see all of the features we have there, or to drop us an email at info@cambion.net or sales@cambion.net to find out more about what we have to offer. We truly appreciate all of you for being here during this launch event. Thank you very much.
Action.
Action for being happy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, yes. Okay, one by one, just come to the front so you can put the caption of the name. Okay? Do whatever you want. Don't do. Okay. Somebody gonna jump, right? Somebody's jumping. Okay, no problem. Just take his picture. Yeah, it's the main man.